It's your work week weather forecast, everybody. And whenever Landon Aidlet, our good friend at the National Weather Service, starts with his camera already facing the radar screen, I get a little bit nervous. So, Landon, please tell me as we're beginning our work week that we're going to be all right.
Well, we're going to be, for the most part, all right. There's a lot of stuff.
They said the same thing about the stock market.
Yeah, pretty much so. Except hopefully we won't go in debt here.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely we have a lot of weather going on in the region. We've been talking offhand for about a couple weeks now that we're going to probably get into a busier period of weather in the coming days, primarily in the end of September, early October, and that's definitely starting to develop across the region. So if you notice, we're looking right at Guam right here. Those winds are zipping from the southwest to the northeast. That's because we have a monsoon flow over the region right now. That's set up because we have a large circulation in the Philippine Sea to our west, and also a disturbance well to our north. That is possibly going to develop a little bit further before it eventually dissipates, but no threat to us. What we have here across Guam is just some spotty showers right here. We're going to turn on the radar right now. This is where the showers are right now. So if you're like over PD, Asin, Adelup, you're probably getting some showers over there, and then onward up into the western waters, north and offshore of Tuman. That's going to be the theme for today. Not so much a washout, but some people will see a lot of showers. Most of Guam, probably not so much today, a mix of sun and clouds. And so this is going to be the theme through today, but that monsoon flow will be filling in across the region. We're going to open up a little bit wider here. And so this is what we're looking at right now. A lot of action. This is that tropical disturbance invest area 92W. That's well to our north. That may intensify a little bit further, but again, no threat to us. We also have that monsoon trough ending near Chuuk, and that's where all the showers and thunderstorms are right now. This may all shift over toward Guam in the coming days. Now, looking down at Palau and Yap, they've had quite some gusty winds with winds upwards of 20 miles per hour sustained, gusting to near 40 miles per hour yesterday. I think this was the culprit for that weak circulation in this monsoon flow coming just north of Yap and Palau. That circulation had the stronger winds on the south side. That may be coming closer to Guam, and if it holds together, we could see a little bit of an interesting wind scenario. But of course, that may hit us, it may miss us. But what do you expect? Gusty winds with that, maybe some showers. But other than that, no significant threats to Guam at this time. But again, don't turn your back to nature because it is going into a busier pattern across the region.
Yeah, Mother Nature has a tendency to remind you who's boss when you're caught sleeping on a couple times. So stay ready, as you always say. And speaking of which, let me ask you, because you guys put out that what was a very enlightening report maybe about 6 weeks after Typhoon Mawar, give or take, right? And you were saying that because this is a El Nino year, the amount of activity that we expect in the region, we may say, what do you say, between 3 to 5 tropical disturbances before the year is done. Where are we on track with that, or have we even hit that period yet?
Yeah, we are in the peak season right now, climatologically for Guam and the Sinama. We are in peak season right now. So October is our peak busiest month of the year, but then we also have a lot of activity in November, and then it starts tapering in December. But some of our late year surprises can be later in November and early December. You think back to 2002, we had one of those surprises. We're going to be looking at possibly refreshing that outlook later this week, just to provide some updated information regarding the El Nino ENSO cycle, because that has had some implications to our regional weather pattern with tropical cyclones. I think we've had 12 tropical cyclones this year. That's actually pretty slow for tropical weather action across the region, particularly in El Nino years. And so think back to 2015, 2018, and 14. Those are busier years. We've had a lot more activity than what we've seen so far this year. Does that mean the rest of the year is going to be slow?
Oh, I was going to say, I appreciate how you give historical perspective. And you said, thinking back to 2002, December 8, 2002, to be precise, because that's, of course, when we dealt with Super Typhoon Pongsanwa. But that's a very significant day because it's Super Typhoon Pongsanwa Day for us. That's also where we celebrate Our Lady of Camelin. Viva Santa Maria in Camelin. That's also the day, at least in the States, when Pearl Harbor was attacked way back. That's also the day that John Lennon was assassinated. And that's also the day when Dimebag Darrell of Pantera was killed on stage. I don't know if a lot of people realize that.
Busy day in
Yeah.
history.
December 8th
Yeah.
is pretty weird if you look at like your calendar.
But yeah, definitely we are entering a busy period. We're going to be touching up that outlook for the remainder of the year. We're not too eager to slash our numbers because there's still a lot of curveballs that nature could throw our way. And so I think we will be seeing some action over the next 1 to 3 weeks in our region. Will we have any direct hits in Western Micronesia or the Marianas? It's still too early to say, but right now there are no credible threats to the Mariana Islands at this time. Just keep your eyes on nature. We'll get probably a little bit windier later this week with the monsoon pumping across Mariana Islands, and also the possibility for locally heavy rainfall Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay, so you said the wind should be gusty. Is this any reason why we should, if we're not into the wonderfully fun art of kite flying, should little kids get into that, or will it be a little bit too gusty to be, it might break some of the cheaper kites or just be like a little bit too dangerous?
No, I don't think it'll be too dangerous for that. I think the wind will be delightful as long as the showers and the lightning is not present.
There you go. You are the man that we rely on to bring us the information about what's going on upstairs. So we appreciate it, man, as always.
Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
National Preparedness Month. All of month of September, that is wrapping up this week. So join Homeland Security, the National Weather Service, and many, many, many more agencies across Guam at the Gagne Shopping Center on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the grand finale of National Preparedness Month. We hope to see you there.
Real quick before I let you go, I know you posted something interesting on Facebook about the tower that you and your brother put up, the replicas of the World Trade Center. How did they fare during that crazy earthquake we had? And yeah, what was your blood pressure like?
Well, I got all the messages coming through my phone from all over Guam, and I was in Rota at the time, so I did not feel it. But I sent a message to the shopping center management and the security. I said, let me know what the towers look like. And so they said the towers are fine. Because the way the responses, the messages were coming from so many people, that how hard of a shake it was like, I'm curious. I didn't think it would collapse, but I've got some vertical blocks staggered all over the top of the towers, just so if there's a vibration, they would topple. And I think they're all still standing. So
boys and girls in the business, we call that structural integrity.
Yeah.
Very, very key.
Absolutely.
So we are more structurally integrated because you are supporting us with information. So we appreciate that
all the time. Yes.
All right. Take care, bro.